last 4 decades, Thailand has made remarkable progress in social and economical development, moving from a low-income country to an upper-income country in less than a generation. But as such, Thailand has been one of the most widely cited development success stories. I know that nothing good happens on such short notice. It takes time. But working towards something better is always a good thing for people. I'm here to talk about how we can continue to grow Thailand and the development side of things. The first step that I would take is to continue to increase the number of impoverished people. You don't want to see people on the side of the road, sleeping on the streets, sleeping on park benches. Get the people what they need. Help the poor. If you can't help yourself, don't you think you would want someone to help you? One thing that Thailand lacks is education. So I think with helping the development of education and getting people who live in the poorer sides of the country the correct schooling to help them get into the industry and service jobs is very important. It will take a couple decades before this can fully take place, and there's no real set structure to help the Thai people to get better education, especially the ones in the westernized areas. But think about it. If everyone in the country is equally educated, how wouldn't the country develop in a better way? I know that in America, education is required up to a certain age. So why isn't it in other countries? Education is the mold of the world. When you don't have a correct education, your country suffers. Get people off of the fields into the classrooms, out of the small workshops and factories, and back to the classrooms, at least for a couple hours a day. Think about it. If you have someone getting an education, learning something new every day, don't you think that that will help the country? Because I personally do. Educate people. Get them to maximize their impact by learning them new things. This will change Thailand for the better. I know one of the most common reasons for decline in development in Thailand is the fact that the country's rate of recovery and rejuvenation growth will depend on how fast we can overcome factors constraining growth and how to promote a more inclusive growth model. When I say this, I mean that expanding trade through enhanced integration and improving the environment. I'd like to read a quote. Thailand's economy is on track to recovery, and further strengthening the service sector will help create new and better jobs, higher income, and more opportunities for Thai people. Liberalizing services and ensuring all Thai people have access to quality education to acquire skills for work in a modern economy will be the key to raising productivity in the service sector and to a continued acceleration of economic growth in Thailand. This quote is by Ulrich Zakai, the World Bank County Director for Southeast Asia. He also talks about the combination of private sector initiatives and government support has led to successes in the service sector in many Asian countries. He also states that Thailand's continued commitment to structural reform can unleash the potential of the service sector and lift Thailand's long-term growth path to above 4%. Altogether, after researching Thailand for these past few weeks during my semester, I have found out that it is actually a great country. I had never really wanted to go visit Thailand or never really had any interest in it until one of my friends went there for a disc golf tournament. He stated that Thailand was one of the most beautiful countries culturally and just the beauty of the country, the temples, the mountains, the water, everything. He just said how beautiful it was. After researching it, I cannot wait to visit. I cannot wait to meet the people, to see the farmlands, to eat the food, and to explore the education. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that is the first step to development in any country. When people are educated, people strive to be better. People want to be better when they know new things. I think that that is the key to development in Thailand.